All right, hello. Welcome to our live stream. Welcome to WeChess. We're going to start our live stream and study some games from Grandmasters. And for today, I will also play online. And if we have friends here that are interested to play, you can join me too. All right, welcome. Welcome to WeChess, everybody. We're going to study the game of Kramnik versus Aronian today. Okay, while waiting, I will play a match first. Alright, we're going to study the game of Kramnik versus Aronian. And of course, I also want to increase the number of our puzzle streak that we did yesterday. So, help me to reach that goal and make the puzzle streak increase higher. But for now, let me play a match first. Ah, the GG. I lost. All right. Hello, 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 Gorg. Wait, let me focus on this. I was running out of time. Wait. Hello, Gorg. Welcome, welcome to our live stream. Alright, for today's live, we're going to study the game of Kramnik versus Aronian. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome to our live stream. Wait, let me catch up with my rating first. So funny. Alright, 2 plus 1. So, let's get it on. How are you, Garg? Yeah. Let me play first. He's playing out of out of style. go? What? I didn't see that. Awesome. I'm sleeping. Oh, come on. Wake up. All right. One more, one more. Oh my. Hello, Garg. Hello, hello to our viewers today. Welcome, welcome. Wait, let me play first a match, all right? And I'll get back to business. I need to go up, up, up. I want to castle to queen side. But there will be a break. 2, C5. Let's use king side first. Yeah, sure, Garg. Okay, let me focus on the game first. Let's see. 2 plus 1. 17 seconds. Let me catch up with that rating. Alright, hello. Welcome to our live stream. Welcome. Okay, for today's video, akala vlog. Okay. For today's live stream, I prepared a game for you. A game from Kramnik versus Aronian. Alright. And kailangan ko mag-stretch out. Alright. So, before we go through this game from Kramnik versus Aronian, we're going to solve some puzzles first. The game between the current number 2 and number 3. Yeah, this was a long time ago. So we're going to study this one. After we reach 80 points in our puzzle straight. Alright, welcome to our viewers. Welcome to WeChess. Let's start by solving puzzle straight. From yesterday, we had 40 points. So we'll see how many points can we get on this live stream. I'll be doing 2 sessions for today. So we're going to have morning live stream and also in the evening. So if you are free during that time, feel free to join me. And we can study more about chess games. Alright. Guard will come back later. Nice one, Guard. Alright, so if we're playing here as black, what can we do to make this position win for black? I see check here, capture, check bishop, and then king will move here. Hello, Jason Chess King. Welcome to our live stream. I believe you are new to our channel. Yeah? Welcome, Jason. So we're solving right now puzzle straight. And as of the moment, we already reached 40 points. Hopefully, we can go higher than this. I estimated around 80 in this puzzle straight. So let's move the rook here. And king will capture the knight. It's a forced capture because the white king cannot move on these squares. After the king capture the g4, there will be a check here on f5. Then the king will be forced to go to h5. And then we can checkmate going back to h2. Hello, where are you from? I'm from Philippines. How about you, Jason Chess King? Where are you from? Alright, to all our viewers, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button for this live stream. Thank you so much. Alright, let's do it. Let's move our rook and check. Capture, check here, and then there you go. Alright, next. Black to move and win. What will be the best move here for the black? We can attack the pawn here on g4. How can the white protect the pawn on g4? Hello, hello. Help me solve this puzzles if we are playing black. I'm thinking of bishop moves to d1. Bishop d1, and the white cannot find a move to protect the pawn. So what can the white do? Moving the king? He cannot even push the pawn up. And all our pawns are on the dark squares. So best for the black would be moving the bishop to d1. Then we can simply capture, and still this pawn is hanging. Alright, white to move and win. I think you are from Cuba, right? No, I'm not from Cuba. I'm from Philippines. How about you, Jason Chesking? Where are you from? Alright, to all our viewers, today I prepared a game for you. It's Kramnik versus Aronian. From Russia versus Armenia. So we're going to study the game of the Grandmaster. But before that, let's solve first some puzzles, right? Today I will be playing online, so hopefully we can get more ratings. Bullet, blitz, and rapid. I'm thinking of the best move here for white. There will be an attack here, aiming towards the rook and making a pin. So if we move the queen to f5, the rook here on h7 needs to be guarded or run away. But the next plan will be moving the rook to d5, creating a pin towards the king and queen. Are you also playing chess, Jason? Online? We're trying to find the best move here for white. So queen f5. He defended the rook by h8, but we have here rook to d5. If he goes to h5, we can still have a check first, capture, and get more pieces. But he took the rook out. Alright. 43. Let's find the best move for the white here. I see some discovery move. Because if we check here, the only way for the king to go is on f3. Then we can make a check on e5. Then we can capture the rook on a4. Sounds good. Then the pawn can also promote and it will become unstoppable. Alright, 44. Black to move and win. What would be the best move here for black? Queen to f5. Threatening check back rank. Hello, Fod Trex. Is this on chess? Yes, it is on chess. Hello, hello. Help us subscribe and like the live stream. For today, we're solving puzzle straight first. And we are now in number 44. I'm thinking of the black's move to f5. Threatening for check towards the king and the rook. And if the rook will go up to defend f2, there will be a back rank checkmate. So the question here now, after queen f5, what would be the best move for white to defend these two squares? The queen cannot make a tempo for check or even defending the second line. So it's a strong move, moving the queen to f5. Then the rook here will be captured. Now say for example, the rook will run away. Then we can still make a check on f2. King is forced to go to h1. Then we can make a back rank checkmate. Sounds good. .45. King h1 is the best move for white. If you move king h1, Fod Tricks, welcome to the live stream. Well, or lose the rook yet. So for example, we move to f5. If we go right away to h1, there will be a back rank mate. So he will lose right away the game. So he will choose losing material rather than checkmate, for sure. Alright, welcome, welcome. If you know how to solve these puzzles or you have an idea in mind, feel free to share it and we're going to analyze the move. Black to move and win. Hello, Steve, with, your name seems familiar. Hello. My Elo rating, is it in Fedi or online? Alright, welcome, welcome. So let's try to analyze this next puzzle. This is now number 45. And we're trying to answer and reach points. Probably we can get 80. The music's a bit loud, by the way. Alright, sure. Let me make it a little bit lower. How about now, Fud Tricks? Alright, thank you, Sue. Thank you so much. Okay. Hello, do you remember me? Yes, Nasabdala and for C6. By the way, we're streaming 2 programs here, Twitch and YouTube. So I'm reading the messages from different platforms. So we have our friend here, Fodtrix from Twitch and Nasabdala from YouTube. For a minute there, 23, he said R C6. Check. Alright, we're playing black. The black pawn is going here and white is going to promote below. So, Rook C6, check. It's a good timing because there will be a capture if he goes to B1. And if he goes to D1, you can still make a capture on B6 and threatening checkmate on B1. But it's an open. I have just woken up. It's 7:37 a.m. Good morning, good morning. Right now here in Thailand, it's 11:39 a.m. So we're just ahead of few hours from your place. Hello, Africa Sports Drink. Okay, Rook C6. Let me analyze the answer of for a minute there, 23. Rook C6, if he goes to D1, capture here to B6. If you check, can we do the Lucena? But the king is so close to the pawn. It cannot be. So we need to make the position unstoppable to promote for the black if possible. Shall we make a check on G1 first so that the king will go up? Hello, Powerhouse. If you're not too busy with studies, I have a request. What is your request? Africa Sports Drink. What is that thing? I don't even know that. The Africa Sports Drink. Hello, hello. Welcome to our viewers. For today, I prepared a game for you from Kramnik versus Aronian. Without a queen. That's why it's called Lila Queen Odds. And it's alright. Okay, let's solve this puzzle first. Rook Endgame. What's the best move here for black? Rook C6, king to D1. If you capture the pawn on B3, on B6, there will be checks on D2. Yes, of course, for tricks. So you can share with us your answer and analysis, and we can work on that. Answers are free to share. Alright, I'm thinking after king to D1, we cannot even make a promotion. Rook to g1. I'm thinking rook g1 goes up. Then we push the pawn. He pushed down. Hello, Pratik Burham. Welcome to the live stream. Check king to b2. Push the pawn. If we push down, we can go all the way down. We can still stop it. If it checks, we can go here. If we check again, we can go to c7, f2. If we check again, then we can hide to the tile. But he will go back. How can we go? Tricky. Take the pawn. We can't, yeah, you cannot see the elo. You can only see the position on the board. So what we're thinking first is to move the rook to g1 check, making the king 4. We cannot perform the Lucena. There's also queening pawn. Move the rook to, if we push the king, we push the pawn to e2. He will check here. Check. Give a check. A good move. Oh, my brainy cells. Let's give a check. There are two ways to check: rook c3 or rook to g1. Where is the best check here? If we go to c6, there will be an opposition and the king will be close to stop the pawn to promote. So I believe that this g1 will work. Take is the best. Take the pawn and put the rook behind the pawn. Yeah, you can make the Lucena. We capture this. Take is the best. Capture the pawn. What if rook will check on d7? Hello, hello. Welcome to our viewers for today's live stream. Welcome to WeChess. An unknown burger. Hello. We're solving this puzzle straight. We are now in number 45 and they're giving us headache. Yeah, challenging position. And this time it's a rook endgame. So I'm thinking of moving the rook to g1. I'm still contemplating my steps. Rook to G1, king to B2. Push the pawn. Up. Check. Take the pawn and move the pawn to E7. Hello VJ, GJ7787. If you capture this pawn, the rook will make a check to D7. He will check. No, king to E7 after taking. Yeah, you will hide here, but the rook of the white will go to H7. You'll make a check to C6, pushing the king away. Hello, M. Ferdian. Then he captured, and it's gonna be a draw. Tricky. Wait. Capture rook B6. Capture it. Ram Krishna. Okay. Take. Rook to D7. King to E7. No, there's no time format. It's unlimited. So you guys wants to take the pawn on B6. It's an unlimited. Play fast. It's okay. It's unlimited. So there's nothing that we need to work fast. So I am considering this rook to G1 as well. What happens if the king will move to B2? If you move king c3, there will be a check here, or even capture the pawn on e3. So the king will go up, capture, rook checks to d7, king to e7, king to e2, king will go to h7. Then we can check on c6, pushing the king to go to b file. Yeah, it's okay. If we go sideways, we can go to d1. Check, up, push, and then the king is already away. Let's do it. Let's capture the pawn on b6. Hello, Pratik Burman. Where are you from, Pratik? Alright. Capture, he check, hide behind the pawn, and then he goes to h7. You check and you win. Actually, after capture, e7 to e2 goes to h7. If he checks here, there will be king to d1, king to d2, and we push the pawn if he makes a check again. That looks good. Yes, please do it. Alright, let's do it. Capture. Let's go up here to e2. Now, if you remember, there is also the Lucena, but the king is very close to the pawn, so he can capture the pawn. If he goes here, remember the Lucena setup, but it should be on the 5th rank, right? And then blocking. From India, New Delhi. Hello, hello. Welcome. So we're going to go to e2. There's no more check. If he move, for example, to h7, we can save a tempo first, making a check so that the white king will go for 4 and move to b file. And if that happens, then we can also save our king to move to... Finally. Alright, let's move to e2. Hide our king. That's it. I want to continue this one. Let's say he goes to h7. Rook to c6 first. Check down here. King to e1. If, for example, he will chase by checking down here. King d2. And if he goes here, there will be checks and block the check on e5. Great! Nice one! Alright, let's move to the next item. Middle gate. Pratik is from New Delhi, India. Hello, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. We're doing live stream weekly. So for the rest of the weekend, we will have our live streaming. For a minute there, 23. You got it? There's a threat of checkmate here, only that this knight is blocking the way. So if we capture this one first, queen will capture, then we take the knight on f6. Hello, Pratik. Pratik wants to capture the knight first. If you capture the knight on f6, Pratik, there will be knight capture back to f6. Ram Krishna 913. Where are you from, Ram Krishna? Alright, welcome to our viewers here on Twitch and YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe and follow our channel. Alright, we're reaching our goal. Hopefully we can get more followers and subscribers. YouTube and Twitch. Alright, from Nepal. Nice. First, knight takes knight. And then bishop takes. Hold on, let me fix the camera first. There you go. So we're going to capture the knight on d7. Queen has to capture because the strong battery here points at h7. So it will be dangerous for the black to use the knight and capture. But then again, there's another piece that can capture, which is the bishop captures the f6. So if we place this move, g6, he's gonna lose a lot of piece. He's gonna lose one piece. Oops, this one is also troubled. We are now solving number 46 from Puzzle Strike. So if you can help us to reach more points, that would be great. And let's keep this one higher. Hello, Juan Diego, 7W711. If bishop takes the other knight, recaptures. Ram Krishna from Nepal. What time is it there now, Ram Krishna? After this puzzle straight, this item, I will play 15 minutes, no, 10 rapid online. So let's see if we can answer this one right. I'm thinking of capture here. Queen takes, knight capture, g6. We capture this one. Queen takes, and we save our knight to this square. Let's capture it. 10:43 a.m. Alright, good morning, good morning. Is there any other way that we can do? We cannot move this one yet. So the timing would be eliminating the defense, capture, and that's it. For example, he plays g6. We capture here. Queen takes. Then we can move the knight here to save it from endanger. Alright, that's good. We got 47 in our puzzle streak. And I will play first online. Let me do 10 plus 5 rapid. Alright. I'll play and find a match online. We'll see. Right, we have an opponent. 2018. Trying to make a strong attack there, yeah? Alright, let me play first. Rapid online. And see if we can get more rating. I'm thinking to break through Knight d2, c4. But he will play knight b4, aiming at this. He's opening the king side. G5. If we push here. Still okay. Let's play a little bit slower. He's gonna open now. Can he start it first? No, still okay. C1 easy. Is there a checkmate?
Sky
Knight b5. Knight b5, not good. Because you cannot even checkmate background. There will be knight there. I love this. It's quite open, right? Huh? Checkmate. Alright. I did not see it. Wait. Nice game. I believe there's a counter play that I can do. It's already advantage for the black. All blunderous move. I believe there's a counter king h2. Bishop f3, no? If he plays, alright, I see. Then queen 2. Bishop g2. Where did I stop? c4 right away. I'm thinking of this after c4. If he capture, knight capture. How about this? It's okay, right? If he capture c4, knight takes. If queen capture, there will be queen b3. So strong. Alright. c4 would be great. Okay, let me try and play another game. Latvian Gambit, e4, e5, knight f3, f5. Okay, let me try one more game. It was good. I need some reflexes. Alright, Maribel Nacario V6C. Welcome to the live stream. Right now, we're playing a match. And it's against Rohit Kumar. I'm gonna play d6. Let's see. It's aggressive. Yeah, quite aggressive. Kingside is already open. So the black can attack kingside. It's good. Knight c3. Let's play this. Hello. Welcome to the live stream. By the way, after this game, let's continue the puzzle streak, and I will be studying the game of Kramnik versus Aronian. So let's watch the game and analyze together. Bishop e3, so it will be transposed to King Shani. I tried to do it in my division meet. It's kind of work. The Latvian Gambit. Are you good in Latvian opening? Hello, Diki Shazam. I disregarded the horse. Pawn forward and his pawn takes its mate. Yeah. Wait, my camera. Off again. Bishop c4. Let's move. I wanna do perk. Can we move this up? Then and the knight will be stuck. Let's do this. Yeah. Yes, but I don't know how to counter if e6 or if c6. Yeah, I played c6 as well. Where are you from, Maribel? Nacario v6c. May I know where are you from? Oh, from Philippines. Nice. Nice. Lovely to see you here. Which part in the Philippines, Maribel? Nice. We have a Filipino friend here on our stream. So right now I'm trying to make some open lines to the queen side. Shall we move a5 and then break storm? From Mindanao. Uy, Bisaya food! Hello, Maribel. Taga Mindanao di ay ka. Nice. Welcome to the live stream. Okay, actually, I'm trying to get the rating again. Let's see if we can get higher. And later on, we're going to study the game of Kramnik and Aronian. So, if you are interested to join us and study, you're welcome there. Nice, taga Mindanao. Asa dapit sa Mindanao, Maribel? From which part in Mindanao? Alright, to all our viewers, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. By the way, I will have 2 sessions for this live stream. So, we will have live stream in the morning and also in the evening. If you are free, you can join me. And we can study the game of Grandmaster later. Wait. Taga Bukidnon. Ang Bukidnon is Tagalog or Bisaya? I think they also understand Bisaya. Right, Maribel? Nacario? V6C. You understand Bisaya, right? Okay, nice. So you played division meet. When was that? When was your division meet? I think my opponent. Thinking. Alright. So we're going to attack to queenside and place our bishop to b7. Let's use this diagonal here. want to make an attack and open the queen side. We start this one first because he will push e5. Then our dark square bishop will be gone. What's the best move here? Let's push e5. Capture takes. It's okay. I mean e5. Queen c7 so you can push. Yeah, queen at c7. Oh. I see it. Yeah, also in perk variation. Queen c7. So I choose first e5. If he capture, let's use the knight to capture. Tricky, tricky. He wants to make a pin. Let's move queen c7. Hi Ishan! Hello, welcome back to our live stream. I'm doing great. We just started our live stream and we're playing rapid 10 plus 5. So I believe my opponent take a long time than me. So let's see later. Hopefully he will not run out of time. Just an hour back. Yeah, 1 hour and 30 minutes passed. Yep, I'm playing on lichess. So he pushed the pawn to attack the c5. I'm thinking of b4. Capture here. We capture the knight. He captured the knight. We capture it with the bishop. And we get the pawn on c3. What's the time there right now? Right now it's 12:32 in the afternoon. So we just have a match first By the way, in the puzzle streak, we reached already 47 from yesterday. So if we can keep up and raise higher, that would be great. Can you see the time on the screen? Yeah? Okay. So I'm thinking to capture this. He captured this. And we capture back because the bishop is in trouble. He's gonna capture back as well. Then we capture with the queen. But the d6 pawn is behind. $12:30. Yes, it's 12:30 in the afternoon. Alright, let's capture. But the question is, would it be nice to use this? But I want the bishop more. Is that a good idea? What's your idea? No, take the bishop. Greetings from Mexico. Welcome, welcome. We'll play first a match, and then right after this, we're going to continue. Let's face you first. We're going to continue the puzzle streak, and we can study the game of Kramnik versus Aronian. Hello, Johnny Silverhand. Welcome to the live stream. Who do you think will win? Good question. All right, go on. I'm thinking of this too. But I will make a counter move. Bishop to c6. Let's aim at this. Hello, the famous cup. welcome to the live stream. May I know where are you from? The famous cup. All right. Moving to, if you will go backward. You can capture the rook capture text. If you will go here, let's push d5. No, cannot. You have to capture here. Then it's okay for us to take this. Oh, I see. Attacking this thingy. Maybe that's the reason why he thinks long. Because of knight g5. Shall we defend bishop e8? And put h6. Seconds. Just push the rook. No rook. Hello, welcome to our viewers. I believe we can move it there. Life is good. Let's use this one. I mean bishop, take back to e8. Yeah. Alright, let's get back to business. Nice game, nice game. With what the opponent was thinking about then and then pick that. Yeah, that happens. Alright, that was a good game. Let me analyze the game first. I played the first variation, C6, G6, Knight F6, Bishop E3, castling, Bishop C4. There's a suggested move. Capture the pawn on E4, and there will be a double attack to D5. But I'm not used to this idea. Let me go through with this. Capture. Takes. D5. Bishop D3. Take. Capture. Knight D7. It's equal. And the diagonal of the dark square bishop is open. It's just that white, I believe. Yeah. And then white can castle next. Not you, the opponent. I mean, really, you've taken this long for such a pity move. Yeah, it happens, you know. So, yeah, I did not use this variation, E4. Instead, Bishop C4, C6. I played C6. C6, castling, B5. B5 is good. B5 right away. B5, Bishop D3. Let me go through with this variation. Knight BD7. Bishop G4. And H3. But after C6 castling, I move A5. There will be E5, oh, that's why I'm worried about the E5. He moved H3. If he plays E5, Knight E8, Rook to E1, and then A4. What is your favorite opening as white? Tricky question. It depends to my opponent, by the way. So if you know your opponent well, yeah, you have your own preparation. But in random, like if you don't know the opponent, I'll just play the comfortable opening, e4. And then we will just play through it. Hello, what a nice Senpai 07. Welcome, welcome. Okay, by the way, we just had a game and it was good. And I learned some maneuvering here, which is the capture of e4. Today we're going to study the game of Kramnik versus Aronian. It's a good positional game. So, starting from this week, I prepared games which will improve in positional advantage, more of maneuvering of the pieces. So we're going to learn from them how they maneuver their piece, not directly attacking. If you go through to the previous live last week, we analyzed some games wherein there's so many attacking moves made by the Grandmaster. And of course, they're also having their improvement in their opening as well. So, that's a good study. Yes, good question, Ishan. By the way, I'll be doing live stream this evening. So, I separate the stream into two parts. We started in the morning, but later in the evening, I will also have another stream. So, if you are free at that time, then we can play and study another game. So, yes, time here, I'm gonna start this evening, Thailand time. Just catch up with the timings in your place. It will start at 8:30 Thailand time. So in Philippines, it's around 9:30. Yes. So we just had a few games earlier. Even Bullet. I played Bullet 2+1. Alright, let me continue this one. After A5, I continue the game B5. Still equal. The position is taking so slow. Knight. And then E5. There you go. Took so long until it reached to E5. So here it would be 7 p.m. Yes, that's good, Ishan. If you are available on that time, then you can join me. And we can study more of strategies. Actually, there's an interesting endgame that I would like to share. If we have more time later, after the positional game from Kramnik and Aronian, I will share it with you. It's a good endgame. So we can share some ideas on how to make it winning for the side of white or black. Alright, so E5, Rook A, D1, Queen C7. This one is already equal, as it says. He moved the pawn. This is the part where black already gained some momentum. So sometimes in the game, you are just waiting until your opponent will make a mistake. It's real. When you don't know, yeah, sure. We'll meet later. Great. Thank you for dropping by, Ishan. So, when you play, right, like, there's no activity here. Then the maneuvering of these patience will really be present. Shao. That's cute. My favorite Grandmaster. Good question, no? I like the game of Tal. Michael Tal. Carlsen. Yes. Wonderful game. Hi, Shao. Alan Donate, 1988. Welcome. Shao too. Thank you for joining me. Don't worry. I will still be streaming this evening. If you have time, then we can catch up together. How about you, Maribel? What's your, or who is your favorite Grandmaster? B5. C takes capture, the suggested one. Capture, knight capture. takes, pawn takes, and then b4. If the bishop moves, absolutely tie. Oh, right. Gookish and Bobby Fischer. Boy, interesting. Gookish, yeah? Nice. Hi, Alan. Nice to meet you too here in our live stream. May I ask where are you from, Alan Donati? 1988. I made some exchange. Yeah, I chose c3. If I take this one, capture with the knight, then it will be slight advantage. It's still okay. But I choose b4, capture, c takes. And now it becomes equal. I remember there's a mistake that he made here. Rook f8. It should be rook f8. c4. Yeah, there's a tactics, no? If only the white found this. I'll just go side. I believe, sometimes your intuition will tell you you're gonna win. So I'm just chilling out. Okay. Alright, he captured. Takes queen. And there you go. Now that's advantage for white already. No way. Alright, so bishop c6. Rook takes b8. Capture. There you go. Bishop e8. I played so many passive moves. b6. He made a mistake. He protected the pawn instead of his knight. You're from Italy. Wow. Italy. Nice. From Rome. I have a friend also from Italy. Do you play online chess, Alan Donate, 1988? Do you play online or over the board? Alright, I'm gonna save that one for later. Okay, let's go back to this puzzle streak. We are now in number 47. And the moment we go higher in number, the position will be complicated. So I need your brainy ideas to get more points. Okay, we're playing here as black, and the pawns are going up close to the edge. It's just that we need a good timing to make it work. I'm thinking of checking here. King will either go to f1 or h1. Yes. And if that's the case, we can push the pawn and create a timing. And then he goes up, we check, and then goes up. There will be a checkmate on g3. Are you also thinking about that, Maribel Nacario? Knight e2, no? Timing is good. But if he goes to f1, for example, knight e2, king to f1, push the pawn, he captured the knight, then we promote. Then this bishop will be open, but cannot because the queen is aiming at the rook. So that will be a big trouble for him. He needs to run away. But if he runs away, we have two queens coming up. Nice one, Maribel. So let's move this one up. Check the king. He captured, then we promote into a queen. There you have it. We got it correct. Nice one, Maribel. Black to move and win. We are now in number 48. What can we do to improve the position of the black? Alright, welcome to our viewers. Help us solve these puzzles, right? And let's reach 80. I believe we can make it. Alright, B takes H7. Discovered. Is it a discovery? King will go to H1. I got an idea of moving the queen to H4. Will there be a background checkmate? Bishop H2, no? Alan Donate. Okay, bishop capture H2. If the bishop takes it, king is forced to go to H1. Let me fix the camera. If we capture, king goes to H1. Then you take the queen with the rook. For king and room. What is room? Room. Knight takes out. Isn't it too much of sacrifice if you do knight capture? F2. Rook. Okay, hold on. Bishop takes H2, king to H1. If you capture this, there's another option for the white to capture, so it's not really a fork. If you're thinking to capture this F2, exactly, knight C3 guards D1 for a minute 23. For a minute there. But I believe strongly with this, capture king here. What about if we move and add pressure queen to H4? Can he stop our plan to checkmate? Can there be a chance for the white to stop the checkmate? Queen to H4. Maybe the solution. Okay. I'm considering of other option. Let's see. King. Queen H4. What can the white do? Is there any checks back rank? Nope. Okay. Push the pawn. He's airing the bishop here from H2. Just capture. Check. King goes up. Thinking of running the king all the way. King to G2. After king to G2. Force mate. There's G3 move. Yeah, I want to make a force mate. But we can simply capture it back. And king moves to G2. We check on H2 with the queen. King will go to F3. The king can go out. Hi, Ganseng. G3 check. But he's gonna lose a lot of pieces. Hello, hello. Ganseng, we're studying the puzzle straight right now. And after this, if we reach, let's say 50, because we have more time later on, then we can study the game of Kramnik and Aronian. Let's use it. Capture. King. Queen h4. If he plays g3, we capture back. That would be good. King g2. I want to make an exhibition, knight to e3. Knight to e3. Then check the bishop here. So many pieces. And then if he goes to f3, check again to g4. Skewer the queen. Bishop h2, queen h4, bishop g3. No, he will play g3. The white will play g3. So imagine that. You're going to skew the king and queen. Alright, but I believe they will resign after queen h4. Let's see, let's see. Okay, let's do it. Capture. Queen to h4. Just bishop. Annoying bishop. He plays bishop g5. Shall we capture? Bishop there. There's no check back rank, so it's still under control. So if he plays g3, then we can still make a pin. Oops, there's a back rank mate here. Do it! I like the command of racing Roshani. Bishop g3? Nah. Cannot be bishop g3. You can just make queen h6. You cannot avoid this diagonal without making a check because there will be a back rank mate. If after you capture this, and then he plays g3, and then you go to h6, you're going to be checkmated. So if we capture this, actually we already gained material, one piece up. So there's no need to worry with material. I want to continue this one. Let's see. Let's say he goes to g3. There's no analysis. What? Just proceed to another item. I want to see it. What after bishop captured on g5, g3? It's already material advantage, so probably it's already done deal. Alright, queen g6. Queen to g6. King to f8. Looks interesting. Knight to d4. Threatening to capture the e6. Do you wanna go back to the position? I believe I can still remember the setup. Yeah. Bishop g4. Do you want to go back? Wait, let me see. What would be the best move here? Queen g6. And there's a timing here that we can do. Attacking the queen and the e6 pawn. That would be a good idea, isn't it? Alright, I'll be right back. Give me the answer. What's in your mind, and we can analyze it together. Just give me a minute. See you.
People are smiling, and the music is on.
Alright. Do we have an answer now? What was your plan to... Okay, let me read back some of the messages here. Queen to g6. So when he moves, we move knight e4. Or knight d4, you mean. Then, we can take knight e6 and get it. Alright, Maribel. Yo, I love cest. What cest? Already good. I believe you're thinking of chest. Yeah? Cest chest? Queen to g6. Check king here. Knight to d4. Good timing. And if you move knight d4 first, what would be the counter move of the black? Well, after that, say for example, he plays knight here. Because the black can choose on the other side. Unlike if you move to g6 right away, the rook's still guarding this file. So it will look good for the white to check first. Hello, Skibidi Gag Chad Sigma. Riz Toilet. So long. Alright, so if we understand this position, knight will be followed by after queen to g6. Then he will be forced to sacrifice the queen to capture. If we capture this, check. Capture takes. Queen, check here. And then king go to h2. Capture, queen takes. We check first, back rank, bishop capture, then we capture the queen on e6. So that we can save our rook to the d5. Right, Maribel? Do you see it too? Capture. Force to take. Then we capture the rook on top first. And then bishop capture, force capture. Then we capture here. Alright, we reached 50. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna share to you the game of Kramnik and Aronian. Alright, are you ready? So, this one happens in the year, let me see, which year this was played on. Kramnik and Aronian, yeah, here we go. Oops. Yeah, 2000. When was this? There's no year yet. 2012. Alright, good. So we will study now the game of the two grandmasters from year 2012. So the opening is different. D4, D5. I think he will play Roy Lopez. No, not this time. Kramnik versus Aronian. Yeah, Kramnik is playing white and Aronian is playing black. So this time, Aronian clearly had a day off on the day. But it doesn't take anything from Kramnik's glory. That's the starting line of GM Naiditch. Anyway, let's continue. D4, D5, C4, C6, Knight C3, Knight F6. So here comes the first surprise of the game, which was played. C captures D5. White goes for exchange Slav, which is generally considered to be an opportunity to make a draw. However, as we'll see, this is a dangerous weapon in Kramnik's hand. Queen's Gambit. He did not take the pawn on C4. So he chose to capture the pawn on D5. So it's a surprising move by Kramnik. Black captures back by using the pawn, bishop f4, knight c6, and e3. Then he played a6. Bishop d3, development, so that he can make way to castle on the king side. So here's the shocking move made by Aronian. G6. So it was captioned here that he probably wanted to avoid Kramnik's preparation, but the bishop has nothing to do on G7. Yeah. This diagonal here. Yeah. So G6 is not really useful or advised in this position. Black has no chance to open the long diagonal, and he can't put pressure on the D4. The best he could do is to transfer the F8 to D6. So from here, from G7, he goes to F8, then go to D6. And it will take a long time. It is like Jubavo, London. You're well aware of the opening, Maribel. Jubavo. Or Hovabo. Because sometimes they read the J into H sound. Okay, so that's the idea. But he played G6. Let's see what happens to the white. He plays H3. Yeah, London, no? Because of the bishop F4, the setup of the pawns, and the open C file. Understand. Okay, so after H3, a prophylactic move against bishop G4. You don't want to get pinned. So he plays H3 first. And to avoid the bishop G4. And once he gets there, knight the H2 square of the bishop against knight H5. Yeah, if there will be an attack here towards the bishop, then the bishop will just go to H2. So it's another purpose also to move H3. Now, if we continue the game, bishop plays to F5. A logical move to get rid of the bishop, but it could have had some direct problems. However, Kramnik prefers to lead the game to calm waters. Alright, knight F3. He did not exchange. So he chose to develop the knight to F3. But it's suggested here. If you capture, no? Capture! G takes. This is another variation that you can analyze or consider. Then G4. It's very wild now. It's open. Queen to D7. Bishop to E5. Without this move, the whole idea would be wrong. But now black is in trouble. White wants to destroy the pawn structure. Capture pawn will be attacking the knight. This pawn on D5 will fall down. That's the idea of the bishop to E5. So bishop E5 is very important move. Without this, then the purpose of G4 will not be working at all. What's the continuation of this? G5. Okay. Now, if we go back from knight F3, because he did not choose to capture this, he wants to make the position, you know, calm, just like water, just flowing. So, knight F3, since we're talking about positional game, so probably this is one of the consideration that this game will lead us to positional advantage. So, black captures the D3. Alright. Queen takes. Bishop to G7. This is another strange decision by Aronian. Because of the G6, right? So, the idea of G6 is to place the bishop to G7. Strangely, that happens. So, there's another variation that is suggested. E6. So, if you chose here to move, then the dark square bishop here will dominate the diagonal. So it will be a problem, no? E6, castling, bishop D6, bishop H6, see? So the diagonal here on the king side will dominate. Yeah. So that will happen if he plays E6. So bishop G7, he chose this position, continuing the fianchetto, and then castling. Hello, Nikki. Welcome to the live stream. We're studying the game now of Kramnik versus Aronian. So after castling, okay, and then also black castled the king. Then RFC1. Getting ready for the open file. Yeah, it will take 4 hours this time. And then later, I will have another time for the live stream. That will be in the evening here in Thailand. If Kramnik castled queenside, that's way dangerous because the C file is open. It's easy for the black to make an attack towards the queenside. So he chose to castle to kingside. Yeah, that's it. After RFC1, E6, knight A4. So, as I said, it's kinda maneuvering of the pieces. He tries to make sure that the weak dark squares on the queen side. So, yeah, here's the play here. It's very open for the bishop. Yes, it's almost New Year. Happy holidays. Alright, so knight A4, slowly development of the knight with the idea of playing to C5. Knight E4. Then knight C5. Capture, exchanging the knight on C5. Rook takes, so that the rook will still occupy the C file. And of course, that's more logical than opening the diagonal, yeah? So, the idea will be doubling the rook on C file. Queen d7. RAC1. So, building up pressure. RFCA. There's a good move here made by the white. If you will try to think and play as white, what will you do then? The position seems so equal, no? Like, it's so hard to tell, but there's an edge for the white side because of this diagonal here. It's just that you need to make an effort to make it happen. Because if you don't know where to place the pieces, the black can recover from space advantage. Bishop e5. Now, if that happens, then I believe black will be happy to exchange the bishop. Because your idea is to make a pin, no? And then this knight will attack c6 and queen. He will just go back to f8 and attack this. Avoid the exchange. So there will be no attack on the queen and the knight. Yeah, a3. Good, that's it. He played a3. The idea of this, depriving the black from any kind of counterplay, connected by bishop f8 and knight b4. And the plan with b4 to b5. Yeah, there's also another plan of pushing this pawn too. Might increase the advantage in the future. Okay, yeah, that's also considered, Maribel. So a3 will be helping the pawn to move forward. Because as you can see, the queen side here of the black is not really that strong. And we have strong pieces, bishop and rook on c file. So that can help you build a pressure on c6. That's good, Maribel. Now, a3, correct, and bishop f8. Then he goes backward. Just place it on c2. f6. He wants to break the center. Would it be good? Or he wants to play g5. f6, avoiding the knight to place on e5. So he wants to prevent that to happen. And for example, the bishop move to d6 does not solve black's problem either. Because the bishop will just capture, queen takes, and then queen to b3, aiming at b7. If he plays rook c7, queen will go. Queen will move to b6. And rook ac8, adding up. But because of this strong battery, the file up of the rook, he can just simply go to e5. That gives an advantage for the white. So that's the variation if he plays bishop d6. Good thing, okay, he changed into f6. This time, the position still, playable for both sides. Knight e5 could be a great move. Yeah, that's the plan. That's why he played f6, avoiding the knight e5. Now, if you play this time for white side, what will you do in order to keep up the position? And probably you can add more pressure on the queen side. What will you do next for the white side? After f6, black just played f6. You have no chance to place your knight to e5. Then what will be your next plan to improve the white's position? Push the e4. What's the idea of pushing the e4? You want to break the center. So for example, you do that one, yeah? And then I'll just move to knight e7, exchanging our rooks together. Because your pieces are very strong on the queen side. I need to remove the c5. Pushing the pawn e4 will not be good. He will just capture, take, and then knight here. So they will equalize the position. So e4 will not be a good move, or the idea is not really recommended. Now, Alan Donate, do you want to move the knight? The question is, where will you move the knight? There's so many squares that we can choose. Which square you want to place your knight? You play here as white. Kramnik played an exceptional, an excellent positional move. So it's like waiting move, maneuver, or changing the lane of the knight, which is correct. Alan got the picture, but we need to get the specific move in the position. And that is, no, push, take, Maribel, and queen takes, then knight move to e7 if you push e4. But this time, Kramnik thinks of knight d2. Knight d2. The knight has nothing to do on e5 anymore. So he needs to change the lane. And that lane will be moving the knight to b3 and jumping to c5. Yes, that's it, Alan. So, changing the direction of the knight. Yeah, for the idea of Maribel e4, it's also mentioned here. E4 like this, like this. But the knight will just jump here. Nice one, Alan. Great. Knight d2. Positional move. Maneuvering. Bishop d6. Capture takes the knight b3. Rook move to c7. I believe the idea of this is to make a battery on c file to create tension or also defend on the c file. b6 would be a serious weakening of the queen side. That's mentioned. If, for example, not c7, right? He plays b6. The knight loses its stability on c6 and the a6 pawn. They become very weak. So it's suggested here, knight goes back to d2. And then king will move g7, then b4. White is much better. Now, let's say he will play something like queen d7. The b5 will be moved. If he capture queen takes, there will be so much pressure on c6. But moving to knight c7, take, and then he chose this one. Then move to d6. Capture, takes. But white already have an advantage in this position. So let's go back to rook c7. He chose rook c7 instead. Yeah, the arrow shows you. He played something good because the c6 here is spinning the rook on c7. He played knight a5. Good move. With the threat of knight takes here, if he captured, then this will fall down. And it's easy to chase the 6th rank with the rook and queen. But after RA7, C8, RAC8, what will you do next for white side? Hello, Hassan, P82. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome to the live stream. All right, to our new viewers, welcome to WeChess. Yeah, we're so locked in to the game of Kramnik and Aronian. I forgot to greet our new viewers. All right, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like of this live stream to support our channel. For today, we're going to have two live streaming, and I still have another session with you this evening if you are available. I will start at 8:30 p.m. Thailand time. So if you are still awake or up for chess lessons or chess game, you can join me later. Now, if we're going to go back to the game and analyze what move did Kramnik do to get more advantage in the position? Hi, Hassan, P82. Alright, we can analyze the game of Tal. But let me see. I always have a schedule for studying the game. So for now, we're going to study the game of Kramnik and Aronian. But if I'm gonna prepare for Tal's game, that will be the next streaming probably. So the theme of this analysis is more on positional game. So how did you manage or maneuver your pieces? Putting an effort, taking it slowly. If knight takes b7. Good, correct. Actually, that's really the plan since then. So knight captures b7, weakening the c6, removing the guard. So capture, exactly, and it's an excellent move. So it says here, Kramnik had a really good day. The pins on c-file and 6th rank allow the white to gain decisive advantage. So rook takes, queen capture, then the rook goes back to c7. He sacrificed the knight for 2 pawns. But the pressure still the white's control. Exactly. So good, Alan Dunate. Nice. Keep up. All right, so if we continue, rook moves to c7. What will you do next in this position? 1860, is it the online rating or FIDE rating? Alan Donate. B4, correct. B4, aiming at B5. Because the knight, if he runs away, the queen will be in trouble. That will be a huge advantage for white. B4 is correct. Now, I play since 3 years. Rapid. Okay. Rapid in FEDE? No. Is it online rating? 1860? B4 is correct. B4 is a good move. And then he plays queen to D7. Only move, but it doesn't help. No, no, no. Unrated. Oh, okay, okay. It's fine. 1860. For sure, you can reach 2000 easily. Skyrocket. Okay, so queen D7. After queen D7 here, Kramnik played another. Okay, we're studying the game of Kramnik and Aronian. Chess King Real. No need to be sorry. It's fine. So we're trying to understand the game from Kramnik and Aronian. And since he sacrificed the knight for 2 pawns, Nikki, I sent you those flowers from website to Kidzilla BKK. All right. If it's true, Nikki, thank you. Okay. So, Queen D7. If you continue this one as white, what will you do? He move away the queen, of course, from the pin. So that whenever the B5 move, then he can easily jump. But this one's still pin. Okay, he can move to B8 attacking the queen, for example. Okay, B5, Maribel. But there will be a move, let's say, knight to B8. B5, knight B7. No, not knight B7. Knight B8 attacking to your queen. If you capture steal. If he capture, oh, cannot, no? Because there will be capture on E6. So he will just move here. Knight to D8. Hello, hello. There's one strong move that Kramnik did in order for the position to be stuck on C8, C7, and C6. These four pieces will be frozen, I would say, on that spot. What do you think Kramnik did? B5. There will be a counter move that he can do. And he might escape. I want to play here. Is it good? Capture. Rook to A7. Queen to B6. And then move to B7. So many things can do. All right. Hello, hello. Balasa 4014. Welcome, welcome to the live stream. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button for this live stream. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nikki. Okay, anyway, you're trying to distract. Anyway, let's go back. That is Queen B6. One of you mentioned this. Queen B6. Alan Donate. Start right away. Queen B6. You cannot move the knight because of this one. This is the most accurate move. Black cannot prevent B5. So the order of the movement was taken. Okay. Queen to B6. Queen to B5. Queen to B5. King can march closer. And you cannot push B5. Cannot. So if your idea is to push the pawn B5, you're already blocking with your queen. There will be king to F7. Alright, so queen B6 is the most accurate move played by Kramnik. And then queen to E8. Aronian has a fantastic creativity. But now it doesn't take him out of trouble. Other moves were hopeless as well. That's sad. Wow, I'm strong. That adds up to your confidence. Nice, nice. Okay, so after queen to E8, what will you do to improve this position? For white side, Alan Zero. Is that your username? Alan Donate? Queen to E8. Push the pawn, exactly. But which pawn you're going to move? The A pawn or the B pawn? B5. Correct, Maribel. B5, good move. Kramnik calculates precisely. B5. Knight capture. And then play like check here, making a double attack. Name and username. Knight takes D4. But if you continue this one, rook captures C7. And knight E2 check. Do you know where Kramnik move next in this position? You're getting a lot of flowers next year for Valentine's. Like last year, those white roses with your beautiful card. Yeah. We'll see, Nikki. Alright, so knight E2, he played his king to sacrifice the queen. No, he did not sacrifice the queen. It's the king check. So black is threatening the king. King to H1. No, not yet. He plays the king to H1. It's very important not to allow any checks, as noted. Knight takes. Ooh, interesting. This was Aronian's idea, but the pawn is unstoppable. Capture, take. Queen C6. The B pawn promotes soon. So Queen C6, of course, White wants to trade now. And if the pawn is on C6, the king cannot stop it. Push, Closer, promote. It's outside the box. But black did not exchange the queen. So instead of capturing this, he continued. White is easily winning here with 2 passed pawns. Exactly. That's the whole point of 2 pawns versus the knight. So he didn't capture the knight on c1. He moved the pawn to b6. 2 more steps. It's gonna be promoted. Black cannot stop the pawn, and it also promotes with check. King f7. Boom. Forcing to exchange the queen. b7 is also good, as suggested. But Kramnik chose queen c7. After queen c7, king moves to a8, closer, so that he's thinking he can stop the pawn to promote. But then, Kramnik moved the queen to a7. d4, and then b7. Then black resigned. White win. Kramnik versus Aronian. Nice game by Kramnik. So Kramnik is strong, so that is how Kramnik beated Garry Kasparov. Garry Kasparov. Yes. It's quite well known. That's good. The moment I see the knight d2, it was a good positional, no? If we review the game from the beginning, the surprise attack, the surprise capture, this one, it was the starting spices in the game. Capture on d5. But I like the idea more of alright, knight to a4. Exchanging. Since it's quite equal and it's hard to say that really white can take advantage. Unless you know how to maneuver the pieces. Like knight d2. I like this move from Kramnik. So changing the direction to move c5 or a5. Yeah? A good one. From Kramnik versus Aronian. How about you? Which move from the game strike the most? And take note, the notation that was given here was the wrong g6. Not really necessary for the black to play g6, especially when this pawn here, d4, it cannot make an open attack for the bishop. Who is Alan? Alan Donate? Is this you? You want to play 10 plus 2? Nice one, nice one. Okay, I'll play first, alright? Let me play Find a Match online. Let me try 2 plus 1. Bullet. c3. Yeah. Quite easily winning here with 2 pass pawn. Hi, Mike Orr. Welcome to the live stream. Yeah. Let's analyze first what happened to the king. I can play d5. After c2. I think he could have simplified your position if he had sacrificed the rook and exchanged queens with you. Yeah. Alright, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's analyze first what happened. I think he also played very quickly in the opening so that he can save time in the middle game and end game. He's very fast. G3. I can play b5. Oh, what's the idea of b5? If he capture, and then destroying the b2. e6. Bishop takes. The rook, the queen, the elephant, the horse, the elephant. Yeah, Emil FMI. Hello, hello, welcome. I thought you could sacrifice the queen. Okay, let me go back to the game. Capture queen. E5, no? Closing the center. But I choose this one, rook c1. He gets the advantage. Knight to c5, queen d6. He captured e6. Ah, knight f6 first. I missed that. Queen c5 eh. Queen f5. Alright, that's the thing. Panic mode. Do I know an aggressive gambit? Do you know an aggressive gambit? Okay, let me play one more game. Bullet. No. This one, ICBM against Karukan. What is ICBM? Latvian Gambit or Stafford Alan? Yeah, we can play Alan. Sure. You can invite me. Alright, let me analyze first the game. E4. Wala na. GG na. Intercontinental Ballistic Missile Gambit. Oh, never heard that. That's quite new to me. Alright, so if you want to play match, Alan, you can invite me. Let's play. Rapid, Blitz. Blitz will do. It's okay. Give me an increment around 3 seconds or 2. +2. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Let's enjoy free stuff. make it simple. Nice game, Alan. Yeah. Rematch, you want? Okay, one last game. Is this a trap? Are you trapping me? Please don't. If I capture Queen H. From the music, it's from, I guess, Grandmaster Niditch bought it for the stream. Yeah. I have a puzzle for you to study. It's an endgame. So after this game, let's analyze the endgame position. Alright. Hello to our viewers. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like of this live stream. And after this, we're going to have an endgame position. I will be showing the position later on. And let's analyze together what would be the best move that we can do. Oh, there's a timing. Hello, Aditya. Hello. Don't forget to support our channel. And later, we're going to have another stream. So, if you're available, you can join me. I will prepare games for you. And for us to study as well. Looks good. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button for this live stream. Where are you from, Aditya? W1R1. The leeches will restart in 4 minutes. I wonder if it also works on your side. Hello, Fabio1. Welcome to the live stream. We're playing a match right now. One of our friends here in YouTube. Wait, let me check the camera.
Honey, I got what you want. Give me all of your love, 'cause it's burning hot. It's what you do to me, babe, I can guarantee. Honey, I got what you need. Under the night sky, I want your eyes all on me. Don't tell me lies now, I always get mine. Don't play with me. Do you want it? Can you feel me?
Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome.
Can you handle it? Right? Do you want it? Don't put your love on hold. I can't take it anymore. Put your love on me now. Trust me and you will see. Honey, I got what you want. Honey, I got what you need. Honey, I got what you want. Honey, I got what you need. Give me your love, no holding back, no. We could take it to the stars where you wanna go. The things that we can do don't need to
Alright, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button for this live stream. I got a notification, leeches will restart in 15 seconds. Restart just now. I don't know what will happen. Will it be... Ooh. Nice. That's a good trick. I have a plan. Nice game, nice game. Nice game, Alan. Let me see. It's okay. Thank you, thank you. But it's fine. I guess the only thing is the tactics, no? Yeah, especially here. E5 will do, but D3 I should have captured, but I placed 9. Knight A6. Good game. If you take another point. Yeah. Nice one, Alan. Alright, I have a puzzle for you, Endgame, and we're going to analyze what's in your mind to improve or win the game. It's from the position. Alright, let me review first. Okay, if you happen to see this position, that would be great because it will make it easier. But if not, okay, then we can analyze this one together. This one is the interesting starting position and endgame. So it's clear that white wants to win in this game. And the question is how to continue from here. You are playing as white. What will you do? It's knight versus bishop. This is a good analysis and endgame. So, if you will move for white, what would be the best for the white side? Alright, I'll be right back. Think first and find a way or position for the white that will be winning against the light squared bishop from the black. Alright, I'll be right back. hello. Hi, Subramanian 8582. B6? Okay, Mike Orr. Mike Orr says B6. It's quite interesting, no? To analyze this endgame position. And we have a knight versus light squared bishop. Then I want a rematch without minor gambits. Minor gambits. Where is that one, Alan? Okay, B6. Good. The idea of B6 is, yeah, to break down the pawn chain on the queen side. So say for example, pawn will capture the b6. Then there will be a knight b5 attacking the d6 pawn. And then there will be a double pawns here on b5. So that would not be a good picture for the black pawn structure. So the black did not capture the pawn b6. He instead moved bishop b7. So if you will try to continue this analysis, bishop b7, what will you do for the white? Knight d7, still moving the knight to b5 because aiming at this. And of course, weakening also the b6 pawn. But black can choose to capture the knight on b5. If it takes the knight on b5, pawn takes. Then the pawn captures e6. If you will be the white here and continue the move, what will be the next best move for white? There's a main point why he moved the knight to b5 and breaking the pawn chain of queen side. Correct, Alan Donate. Rook to e6. And now we can see the main idea of knight d5. White has no pawn on c4 or c file. And black's rook on c8 will be in defensive mode. Then rook c8. Probably he will make a check all the way down here towards our white king. After rook c8, rook captures d6. The critical moment of the endgame. Can the black hold this position? Or there are no simple ways and a mistake could mean the loss of the game. Black move a4. So not the best decision for the black side. It extremely complex the rook endgame. Because white chose to play rook takes b6. Rook takes b6, the diagram shows that the black is not in time. So he still pushed the pawn to a3, thinking that this pawn can promote. After he plays c1, king goes out, rook will move to c2, and then breaking out this pawn on a2. This move is already clearly losing for the black side. Because white this time captures the b7 pawn. Now he checks. King f2, rook c2, and king a3. He captured the pawn on g2 first, then rook a7 before he captures the a2. So it's like, yeah, saving his time, taking g2 until there will be timing before he captures a2. But then, white wins with an already well-known idea. So the advantage already here for white is high than the black. Now, if you will continue this one, try to analyze this. Yeah, which pawn are you going to push? YouTube 9542. Or you're going to play something else. How will you make this position for the white side winning all throughout? Careful of moving the pawn right away, huh? Because there will be a chance that the black can stop. D6. So it's 3 versus 3. Yes. And we have isolated pawns here. I can, if b6, no? I can play easily capture and just go back to this way. b6, b2.
Love me or hate me, darkness invaded. Pretty lady's eyes on me. Yucky, ninny, 내 바라보는 눈빛이
It will be stuck. b6, rook b2, e7, a2, we check, load down. If you promote, I can sacrifice my rook to d8. And if that happens, rook capture, then the queen can promote. The black rook can sacrifice, and the pawn here on a5 can promote as well. Hello, Friday the 13th, GG. Welcome, welcome. So it's quite risky to push the pawn to b6, but instead, rook to a7, it's okay. Then I can promote first. We can exchange our pawns. Take and take. Yeah, so it's not a good idea to push the b6. But what white did is also amazing plan because he plays king d4. He marched his king closer to the pawn. So white wins with already a well-known idea. King to d4, then rook d2 check, king to c5, a2, pushing the pawn, and b6. As we saw in this line above, yeah, white king is going to a8. There will be a marching king all the way to d8, to a8, and save the pawn to promote. Let's continue this one. Rook captures h2. He cannot promote yet because the rook will just capture back. b7. Rook b2. King will be marching closer to the pawn to prevent of capturing. He will sacrifice for sure, but this time you will use the king to capture. So it's an good timing for the white. All right. Welcome to our new viewers. Welcome to our live stream, We Chess. Help us subscribe to our channel. And before I forget, I will have 2 streams today. I will do another stream this evening. So if you are available and you want to play and study, you can join me this evening. I'll prepare another interesting game. But mostly, the game that I will be sharing or studying with you will be about positional game. So if you're interested to know the game and study, you can join me tonight. Alright, so if we continue this one, after King C6, White wins because after Rook C2, moving up, King D7, avoiding the checks, forcing to go back to B2 to stop the promotion. But the king will now be moving closer. So as you notice, the marching of the king from D4 to C5, C6, D7 to C8, just to protect the B file pawn. Rook C2 check, then King B8. He cannot promote yet because, the rook still can capture. Rook B2 again, and then King A8. That's the target square of the white. So imagine how long he traveled just to reach that square. Amazing. Alright, so after king moves to A8, it's already understandable that the white can promote. There's no more checks that black can do. King to A8, then king. He started to promote now the pawn, but he will just capture. King to E7. There's an interesting move white did here. Can you find out what was that move played by the white? After King E7, white made a precise move and get the total advantage of the game. What will you do if you will be the white? What's the idea of Rook A6, Alan Donato? May I know what's the plan of moving the Rook to A6? If you move to A6, you're cutting off the line. Avoid the king to take the pawn. Yes, can. Cutting off the line. Hello, guy, dude, son. Welcome to the live stream. Then one of you mentioned rook to A7. Maybe he's thinking of discover check or cutting off the king, correct? Let's think about Rook A7. Rook A6 is the best, by the way. Rook A7 still working. It's still, correct move. It's just that the king will now move closer to reach the pawn. If you promote, obviously the black will sacrifice the rook. And then you will be dealing 2 pass pawns, connected pawns. While you move, not that one. But if you move to Rook A6, preparing for cutting off the king, and you still have the pawn here on D file. It's okay, Alan. For sure, when you keep playing, you will have all the knowledge and theories. And then, you can use it in your game. Don't be too hard on yourself. It's fine. It's part of the process. It's okay. Now you know the theories, then slowly you can use that one in the game. Rook a7 is not a draw. Not a draw. You can still win, but the risk of winning is very high. Unless you move it to a6. Much easier because you still have this pawn. Rook a6, rook b3, saving the time, just waiting for this pawn to promote. And then when the pawn move up and change into a queen, then that's the time he captured. Takes. And then the next move, obviously, the arrow shows you king to c7. And then it's easy win because you have the red carpet ready for your pawn to promote. Yeah? It's a good choice. The last precise move made by Alexander. He's the one playing white. And his opponent is Yuri. So it's a good choice. Cutting off the line. Cutting off the king. Alright, so it was a good endgame. An analysis. It's the knight versus bishop if you follow the first picture of this endgame. So yeah, we started from this. All good. We did some puzzle straight, though we end up having points of 50. I will continue this one this evening, and we're going to analyze another positional game from Grandmasters. And of course, I still have more time to play with you. And that's all for this live stream. And as I always say, class dismissed. See you this evening. Ciao. Thank you so much for joining. If you have time this evening, 8:30 Thailand time, join me. And we're going to play and study more of the games. Endgame, opening, and middle game. See you there.